Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. It's Hitman Cause, and I got the humble man Gary. Gary, did you think when we started this that we were where we at right now at 100 episodes?
Yo, I never. Hell yeah, I had faith. Like, yo, hell yeah.
I mean, when we started this like a year ago, 2 years ago, something like that, like I didn't think we'd actually get this far, if I'm being honest. But yet here we are, 100 episodes in and still going strong.
Hell yeah, my man, you know it.
And to think, when this all started, the contract itself was nothing more than a segment on post on post 90s podcast, straight from the underground. Shout out to him. And all it was at first was just me ranting about something that was on my mind. But he was more committed to other stuff in Struggle Vision Productions and left the podcasting business behind, and straight from the underground got scrapped. But I still felt that I had a lot I wanted to get off my chest, wrestling wise, and I wanted to speak wrestling with the people. And I know, and I know how knowledgeable you are, and so I wanted you to come along for the ride. Yeah, that's why I wanted you on board as the co-host. And then,
Yes, sir.
and shit, and it's turned more than just us ranting about a certain topic in wrestling. We're now, covering pay-per-views, reviewing them, giving predictions, doing occasional sporadic videos about certain stuff. It's wild. And the thing is, this isn't my first wrestling podcast. Before, myself and Post 90s used to do one called Ballin' and Brawlin', where we covered both professional wrestling and basketball. But unfortunately, it didn't even last 15 episodes. And that was mainly because our work schedules were crazy, and then on top of that, we spent more time arguing than actually doing anything progressive for the podcast,
Right.
So honestly, I think it was a better idea that we stopped, because with as much arguing as we did, it felt more like a chore doing the podcast than anything else.
Traffic. Yeah, you need that.
And occasionally there was an episode where we wouldn't get into arguments, but eventually it was just too much for both of us, man. We couldn't always be giving that energy all the time, so that's not worth it.
Exactly.
And eventually, it probably wouldn't have ended well for either one of us.
Right, man.
So,
That's great. Just think this good that you and you did it together, man.
yep. Because honestly, with as much argument as we did, probably would have affected our friendship.
Oh yeah.
We really should, and really wouldn't make sense for, as long as we've known each other, for us to, have such a nasty split over a podcast.
Right.
But in any case, I still wanted to convey how I feel, and I wanted to give this podcast another shot. So that's when the segment of the contracts became the podcast itself. And I knew I couldn't do it alone because, a wrestling podcast just, it just doesn't feel as good with only one person. At least for me, it doesn't.
Right.
And you're as much of a fanatic as I am, and with us together, magic was bound to happen, and because of that, and here we are.
Yeah.
But in any case, let's do what we do best, and let's go over Vengeance Day, the next pay-per-view or premium live event. Take your pick. All right. To start things off, we have Obafemi defending the NXT North American title against Dragon Lee. Now, first off, I'm very glad that Obafemi turned heel. The biggest reason why I'm glad is because the way he's acting, like, in a way, it reminds me of Apollo Crews when he tapped into his Nigerian heritage. Only difference is his accent is real.
Right.
No offense to Apollo. But and on top of that, I think they're actually gonna give him more of a chance than Apollo got. So, and of course, Apollo does deserve more of a shot, but it is what it is.
Right.
And with that being said, honestly, I really want him to retain.
Oh, I can't blame you at all. One to retain.
Yeah, and also, personally, Dragon Lee shouldn't have never been champion to begin with. But hey, at least he's not champ now.
Right. Damn. I know how you feel.
Yeah, and it's nothing against him, but like just back when Dominic was champ, Dom beat him 3 times, but yet he was still given another shot.
Right, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and like the last time him and Dom faced off, well, before he took the title from Dom beat him clean. But,
Exactly.
but yet they still gave him another shot.
Right.
But, hopefully Oba will drive him away, and then he can move on to other more worthy challengers.
Right, exactly.
Moving on. The NXT Women's title is on the line as Lyra Valkyrie defends against Roxanne Perez. If I'm being honest, I don't give a fuck about this match.
Roxanne Perez wins.
Cause straight up, number one, I'm not a fan of Lyra that much. But I will admit, the storyline that she's got going on with Tatum Paxley, I'm really enjoying it. It's giving me Mickey James, Trish Stratus vibes. You feel me?
Right.
With with the way Tatum is obsessing over her, it's pretty much the exact way that Mickey did with Trish.
Oh wow.
And honestly, given the direction that it's going, I hope that it'll lead the same way that Trish and Mickey's storyline ended up, and that was with Tatum Paxley taking the title from Lyra.
Right.
But yeah. So honestly, at this point, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to go over for the match, go ahead. Because like I said, I don't give a fuck about it. Go ahead.
I mean, honestly speaking, I hope Roxanne Perez wins.
That's all you got on it?
Yeah, man, I hope Roxanne Perez wins because she's great talent. She deserves it, yo.
Well, if she does win it, she better do a better Sunset Flip Powerbomb. The so-called prodigy so far can't do it worth a damn, but yet it's supposed to be a finisher.
Oh, wow.
Anyways,
Wow.
moving on. We have some mixed tag team action as the family of Tony D'Angelo, Stax, and Adriana Rizzo face off against OTM and the newest member of OTM, Jada Parker. I like both teams going into this, but if there's ever a side that I have to go with, we gotta go with our own, and I'm loving what OTM is, what they're all about, and especially considering the month that we're in, it only makes sense. But they've always been about this. So with that being said, I gotta go without the mud.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, I do like the family, but again, I gotta go with OTM, man. I've been loving all the work they've been doing so far, promo wise. Honestly, I wish they had some more wins under their belt. NXT needs to fix their booking of them, but yeah.
Right.
And then also, I gotta get this off my chest. For all y'all mark ass crown eaters trying to talk shit about scripts and whatnot. Like, I hate to break it to y'all, but y'all want to still call him Reggie. Some of y'all actually do call him Scripps, and y'all trying to say that he's fake and that he's faking it. He's acting. He's perpetrating. Two things: one, get your head out of your ass, and two, a majority of y'all mark ass niggas, I guarantee y'all, number one, ain't from the hood, and two, you're not about that life, and three, I guarantee you ain't even tough, and four, and I guarantee this, none of y'all got the balls to step to him and say it to his face, because let me tell you something, he ain't faking it. This ain't an act. This ain't a gimmick. He's really about that life. He's from St. Louis, one of the most dangerous cities in the U.S. He was literally Crippin' when he was a teen. He was a part of the Crips. You can even look it up. He was Crip.
Oh, my scripts.
Yes.
Wow.
Like you could, like I promise, you can look this up. He ain't faking. He was Crip. He ain't no perpetrator. So what you seeing is what you get. This is actually him. Back when he was the whole that concierge or whatever it was when he had that fake French accent and he was running with Carmella and Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Sasha Banks. That was an act. So this right here, this is the real him. But yeah, I got OTM in this. I still got none. I still like the family. Got nothing but love and respect for them. But even though they're the tag champs, they got to take the L here. This is going to OTM.
Right. Honestly, I want to say I think the family's winning.
Yeah. All right. Well, guess we'll have to agree to disagree then. Nah. Moving on. And if you didn't watch NXT, there, humble man, you don't know about this match. But the next match is Dijak versus Joe Gacy in a no disqualification match. Now, do you know about this match?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, how this match came about was that, I think like 2 NXTs ago, Joe Gacy was doing his whole, being in random places and shit, and during that episode of NXT, he popped up on commentary, where he was commentating a match between Dijak and Eddie Thorpe ripoff. No offense to him, but that's all I can call him because I don't remember his name. He hasn't been on TV long enough for me to remember his name. So, sorry, dog, but I just see you as a ripoff of him. Y'all rep y'all tribe to the fullest. I respect that, but again, you ain't have enough TV time for me to remember your name. But yeah, they were facing off in a singles match. Joe Gacy was on commentary, and what happened? And towards the end of the match, Dijak was running his mouth to Vic Joseph and Booker T. To which then Joe Gacy got up in Dijak's face because he was feeling some type of way about him running his mouth to Booker T and Vic Joseph. So then they get to fighting. Match gets thrown out because of it, and then there it was. Then on this most recent episode of NXT, they had a segment where they were in Dijak's private room. They were talking. Things got heated. They started fighting. Then they started fighting all around the arena. And then it eventually led to the top of this crate or something like that. And Dijak kicked Joe Gacy off the crate and into the dumpster. And then to which then when it came back from commercial, Ava was trying to tear Dijak a new one about what he did. To which then Dijak then demanded a no DQ match against Joe Gacy at Vengeance Day. To which initially Ava refused, but then Joe Gacy then eventually crawled up from the dumpster and accepted the match before falling back in. And I'll admit, I've been enjoying this whole Joe Gacy acting all random and weird and crazy and whatnot. It's been one of the more interesting parts of NXT, I must say.
Right.
But with that being said, honestly, I don't see him winning this match. But I do expect this match to be a banger. It being no DQ. Yeah. Like, it being no DQ, I definitely expect both of them to go balls to the wall. And doing some crazy shit, especially with some weapons. So yeah. So yeah, I definitely got Dijak winning this.
Gotcha.
How about you?
Honestly, I think the same thing. I think the same thing.
But I will admit, if Joe Gacy does win, I won't have a problem with it at all.
Yeah, me either.
And honestly, if he wins, you know, I honestly feel it'll help prolong the feud, which is something I would definitely like, you know, and maybe have the feud extend to Stand and Deliver.
Right.
But you know, anything can happen.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right. Well, moving on, we have the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals between Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker. And they will be going up against Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Now, with this match, I'm so frustrated because never have I ever been so torn about who I want to win for a match. Because I love both of these teams. Trick and Mellow Gang have always been killing it. And then with Corbin and Breaker, you know, I'm enjoying their work. Especially when it comes to Corbin, you know, he's again, you know, they're doing serious shit with him. And this tag team with Breaker, like, is gelling damn near perfectly. And the segments they be having backstage are very entertaining, you know.
Right.
But honestly, given what I saw on SmackDown, I think Trick and Mello are gonna win.
I think so too.
And again, you didn't see SmackDown, so you don't know what I'm talking about. But
Right.
well, actually, do you want to hear it or what?
I watch SmackDown.
All right. So yeah, given what happened on SmackDown, Corbin and Breaker doesn't look like they'll be together much longer. But I'll tell you what, if they win, I'll feel really great about it just because, you know, again, Corbin is long overdue for not just gold but accolades. Period. You know, he's been with this company for a good minute. He's busted his ass. He's done pretty much everything that's been asked of him, and he would definitely deserves some gold.
Right.
Well, but at the same time, you know, even though I'll be disappointed with him losing, I still got no problem with Trick and Mello winning. But given everything that's been going on with Ilya Dragunov, you know, part of me wonders if Mello is still gonna be aligned with him, or if he's gonna turn on Trick. Because I mean, I know you know, he, you know, Melo keeps trying to drive home that he feels that Ilya is playing mind games and trying to put a wedge between them. But honestly, I don't know.
Right.
But hey, well, probably most or all will be answered by either the end of that match or the next match that we're about to discuss, and that will be the main event, and that is Ilya Dragunov defending the NXT title against Trick Williams. And this is the first time that that an NXT wrestler has pulled double duty at an NXT pay-per-view since Adam Cole at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, when he won the NXT North American title in that spectacular ladder match, and then went on to retain the NXT Tag Team titles with Kyle O'Reilly, and also win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Right.
And then along
exactly.
with Roderick Strong joining the group in the same moment.
Correct.
But I think Trick will be up to the task. And honestly, with that being said, given how over Trick is, I believe the time has come. It's his time to shine. They need to wise up, pull the trigger, because it's time for Trick to win that title.
Right.
So 100%, I got Trick Williams winning this.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like I said, man, the time has come for him to win that title.
Oh yeah.
He honestly at this point has to be the most over face on NXT, and it's time for him to have the big payoff with him winning the NXT title.
Right.
But
yeah, I think Trick winning.
Yeah. But also
his time.
What happened?
Like we both said, it's his time.
Yep. And but I will say this. Freaking Dragunov is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to beat. Because pretty much every match that he's been in, he's damn near killed himself every time doing all the stuff that he does, and with all the punishment that he takes. But you know, like I said, he ain't going down easy, but he is going down.
Right.
And also for those of y'all that don't remember, let myself and I hope I give you a bit of a refresher. This match was actually supposed to take place, actually on NXT, a few weeks ago or like a month ago, but they had Dragunov suffer a storyline injury, and so the match got put off until where we're at now.
All right.
And like I said, the time has come, and it's time for Williams to whoop that Trick.
Oh yeah.
Now, but before we end things, I gotta ask you, humble man. Given everything that's been given the other pay-per-view that happened, do you think that Vengeance Day is going to be better or worse than the Royal Rumble?
I think it's gonna be better than the Royal Rumble. I think it's gonna be better than the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. If I'm keeping it a stack, I honestly have no doubt in my mind that this will be head and shoulders better than the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, it will be.
But unfortunately, there is no guarantee because I think a couple of pay-per-views back, there was one NXT pay-per-view that unfortunately fell a little flat.
Oh yeah, man.
I forget which one it was though.
Got you.
Actually, I think it was No Mercy that fell flat.
Oh.
Bruh, but you know, but it doesn't matter. Either because this pay-per-view, regardless, is gonna be nothing short of great. Honestly, by the end of it, I think my adrenaline's gonna be pumping so heavy that I'm not gonna be able to get any sleep because I'll be too hyped up. At least I'm hoping.
Right.
But you know, that's going to do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill with your boys. I definitely want to thank the Humble Man, as always, for coming through, kicking his wrestling knowledge.
Oh yeah. You already know my man calls Peyton. You already know my man calls Peyton. You know it, son.
Yep. And if y'all enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again for 100 episodes. Thank you. And know that we'll be here for another 100 episodes.
Oh yeah, we shall be. You already know it. Hell yeah.
So on that note, it's the Hitman and the Humble Man. And if you see us coming, run.